Hey guys, uh, this week has been the beginning of our first sprint log for Uncharted Space. One of the main things that we've been working on is trying to understand what the overall look of the board game is going to look like. Also, being able to uh, kind of really break down the rules and the gameplay, getting a big understanding of what it's going to look like, and knowing what things we're going to be able to keep and not be able to keep based on how the rules are going to lay out. So I have a pretty big responsibility in making sure that I do my part to get everything set up the right way so that our designers, Michael, Michaela, and Romeo, are able to have the easiest time understanding the vision for the game. So to make sure I am answering everything that I need to, there's four questions I just wanted to quickly go over. One being, what did I work on last? What am I going to work on next? What is standing in my way, obstacles wise, and what challenges have I overcome? And what threatens our goals to achieving the sprint goal? So, to answer the first one, what did I work on last? Essentially, was the rules, making sure that I broke down from A to Z what were the things that need to be covered in the rule book. And what am I going to work on next? I've already worked on the first 3 pages, so to speak, of what the win condition is, how to set up the game board, how to choose the resources and who's going to manage that, and understanding what they are. So, what I'm going to do next is going to make sure I spell out from A to Z what exactly the rules are, how to do a play by play for your turn, and all the little nuances that can happen during your turn based on an event card, based on if you want to trade with someone, if you want to raid, or if you're being raided, or to make sure that you're making the best out of your turn and not just rolling the dice and going next. I want to make sure that people who play the game feel like there's more to do than just simply luck of the game and whatever happens happens. I want to give them a little bit of ability to feel like they're in control of their own strategy. Uh, what are the things standing in my way obstacles wise? Time is definitely one of those. That's always going to be there. Uh, but I would say just making sure that we get the art and images in time along with the rules in order to put those images where the rules are and have it be self explanatory even by just looking at the image on what we want the players to do. I think that's going to be something that's super crucial, but it's also going to take a little bit of time to make sure we get that right. What threatens our goals, achieving the sprint goal. Um, I mean, it goes back to that same exact thing. Uh, it's just making sure that we really prioritize what needs to be done. But what's standing and what challenges have I also overcome? That's the other thing that I would like to mention is, I've never really written a rule book before as much as whenever I play a game, usually the one that reads it. This has been the first time that I've really tried to understand, what goes into a rule book and how to write that down. And I think that's been my biggest struggle with Make It a Game is making sure that I am able to make rules in a way where it's understandable. Um, my wife personally, she likes to play a lot of games where they're quick to learn and easy and doesn't take too much time. Like 5 minutes max to understand the rules. And if it's longer than that, then it's a game that she won't want to play. So there's a lot of different people um, to target with your game, and knowing who to target is definitely the most important based on the rules that you write. Because even if it is a really fun game, if the rules take too long to learn and it just is a little too much of a learning curve, no one's really going to want to play it. Or the learning curve is going to be so high that it's going to be hard for your customer base to grow because of how long it does take. So that's the thing that we've been working on. Looking forward to what we do for the next sprint, but also wrapping up this sprint and getting it where it needs to be.